Today, we'll be going on the farm to feed some tilapia fish. Stay tuned. Okay, so we are on Danny Bunting's fish farm, tilapia fish farm, and we are feeding some of his stock. Alright, so uh, two type of feed are used to feed fish. One is the larger type of grain feed for the larger fish. Remember, you have about 25 ponds over here, and the fish ranges from small, very tiny fry to very large fish that is to be harvested very shortly. Right, 25 ponds, and ponds ranges from size half an acre, 1 acre, 2 acre, 3 acre. Right, so it's huge, right? And some ponds have an average between 10 to 20,000 fish swimming in it. Right, depth of the pond is roughly between 3.5 to 4 inch. Sorry, 3.5 to 4 feet, right? And it's huge, right, in length, right? Okay, so as to reach the fish, most of the fish within the system, right, a machine is used so as to propel the feed into the pond itself, right? So the feed is placed into the machine at the top, right? And it's a lot of feed, and all feed is practically imported, right? For quality assurance, feed are imported so as to ensure that the stock that is harvested is up to up to point. You don't get to this level and you know use knockoff. You use really authentic goods, right? So the Bunting family have invested heavily in actually securing good quality feed for their tilapia fish stock. Now the ponds are actually underlaid with clay, and the water source between a river, nearby river, in which you will see shortly, and well, the well is not on this side. The well is on the other side. The other side of the farm, you have 45 ponds, but they are small, right? And over this side, you have roughly about 25. Now, the birds that you're seeing flying here, they are a nuisance. They will just stay in the sky, wait until you feed the fish, and they will swoop down and actually gulp up some of the fish that have been feeding, right? Now, as Mr. Bunting shared a few days ago, right, that for every 100 fish that he harvests, he loses actually 70 as a result of theft and the birds, right? Traps are set for the birds, but birds, the traps sometimes work, sometimes it doesn't work. This is the machine. The machine is actually propelling the food into the pond, and what you're seeing right now with those orange and blue thing, right, that is the paddle wheel that is on like probably about 12 hours for the day, that oxygenates the pond, so the pond is not constantly being oxygenated with huge turbine pumps and stuff, right? That's not necessary, right? Okay, the fish are kept in the ponds for about probably about 6 to 7 months, and then they are harvested, prepared, and sold, right? This pond is very huge, and so as to ensure that the feed that is being used to feed the fish actually reach the fish, persons feeding the fish have to ensure that the wind assists them in carrying the feed throughout the pond. So they would not feed from certain sections of the pond because the wind would actually take the feed away from the pond. So when the machine shoot the feed inside the pond, the wind will actually blow it away from the pond. So they have to shoot in line with the breeze, so as to ensure that the fish are fed. Right? And over on this side, I spoke about the modalities within the tilapia fish. This I spoke to you about this already, so I will just just glance over there a little bit. These are, I think these are four concrete ponds that fish are actually placed there prior to them being taken to storage for sale, right? This farm is unique within itself as it is self-sustaining, guys. It's really awesome, right? Fish are fed on a timely manner, between 3 and 4 times per day. Usually it's 4 times per day, except on Sundays when they are not fed, right? uh in addition to the fish being fed, points to note, this space is kept really healthy, so there's no need for any antibiotic, any meds for the fish. The fish are healthy. They are, what I call it now, they are, the fingerlings are actually produced on location, so that little risk of actually introducing fingerlings that might be infected with parasite or disease, it doesn't really exist within this space. Careful attention is made so as to ensure that the quality feed used to feed the fish is of high standard, so as to ensure that the stock that is produced reaps healthy and great benefit, right? Feeding the fish takes feeding the ponds takes an estimated 35 to 45 minutes. All right. So for 4 times for the day, the driver on this tractor, along with the two individuals at the back of the tractor, would actually drive around and feed the fish 3 times a day, and it's just really incredible, the layout, the structure, the organization of this farm, right? And as I shared with you before, um, there are different size ponds. So some ponds are large, while some ponds are small, but the quality of the stock is practically at the same level throughout the entire system, right? Sometimes I wonder, going through, because as I said before, between 35 to 45 minutes. So it's a lot of filming I did, and I cut a lot of parts out and stuff, right? But sometimes I wonder, the ponds are so identical. I wonder how they actually know it.